Alright, today we're going to be going over the final resistance guide. What I mean by that is the best way to play the map without traps. Now, believe it or not, without traps, we have found to be the best way to play the game. Not play the game, play the map. So that's what we're going to be going over. Make sure my game volume's down enough for you guys to hear me. It's pretty much the same thing, but I'm going to go over how you should play it and approach it. But let's get into it. Now, when the game starts, run over here. restart until you get kill streak in the headshot, so you get more money.
Shows large enemy forces en route to your location. Dig in and do whatever you can to survive.
Make sure you go prone like under this table, until it says you can't crouch. Patiently wait for the enemy. Sometimes they like to take their time, but that's fine. If they come like really far, like this guy just did, try to aim for the head, but it's okay if you don't get the headshot. I'm not gonna lie, my aim was really good right there. I feel like I should have missed. Alright, I'm gonna go a little closer to be safer. Alright, as we've gone over the enemy's not meleeing, just knife the last guy.
Weapons armory is online. Ammo and weapons upgrades are available.
Do everything I'm doing. Blow up that moped right there. Come to this van, shoot the back tire, it'll catch on fire immediately. Come to the green boxcar, shoot the hood, it'll catch on fire immediately. Throw a grenade at these two cars. Make sure they're on fire. Start the wave, start the next wave right here.
FLIR is picking up heat signatures headed your way. Over.
Alright, so if you get like headshot Rampage, you can let them pile up down here, and then you could go down and kill them. If you get headshot kill streak, it's the exact same thing that you did on wave 1. But always be careful doing this because they like to melee a lot when you get close. Always carefully aim. That's why I took so long to kill those guys, because I was trying to carefully aim at them. Alright, now this is an important part. So this is so the dogs cannot get you. Anywhere you can go prone, but like you can't stand. You can crouch or go prone, but you can't stand up. For some reason, the dogs can't grab onto you. Like right here, I can't crouch right here. The dog's not gonna be able to grab onto me. They're just gonna stand there and stare. If you like, you could go down. Depending on your bonuses, you could go down after you kill all the dogs. But I'd rather just stay up here and kill the dogs first. You can also use your frag grenade because you're not gonna need grenades for the entire game. Like even if you're going for like wave 200, you don't need grenades at all. They're pretty much useless. Honestly, just a waste of money. As always, after wave 3, that's when you buy your care package. It doesn't matter where you throw it. I just prefer to throw it right there. Alright, pick up your care package. Start the car. Headshot Rampage. Now you don't have to, cause you're gonna make a lot of money regardless, even if you don't get these. You get the early bonuses. Like even you get one, but you don't get the other. So I'm gonna be smart about it. I'm gonna go for the knife, like so they can stop me later. And the reason I shot that guy is so I get 100% accuracy, even though I think I missed one shot.
That's the last of them. Good job.
Alright.
Enemy contacts approaching your
Kill streak headshot. Okay, so it is a lot harder to do it with the guys that have machine guns and assault rifles, cause they can hit you way easier. So it's not even worth it to go for the headshot. Just go for the kill streak. I mean, you could get the headshot, but you won't get the kill streak. So I just say just go for the kill streak. Alright. Make sure you have enough ammo and MP5 so you can kill both of the helis. But don't ready up. Here's one thing you should also do. Blow up these cars. Put 4 shots into this. 2, 3, 4. Alright. For the white van, it's the front tire. And 4 shots into this. Keep you ready up at this point. And the helis will spawn over here. Now, if you don't know how to dodge the helicopter's bullets, wait for the sound it's about to shoot, and then crouch. But it depends on this angle on you. Like I'm gonna be right here on it. No, man, that's the wrong one. But you saw how like I still got shot even though I crouched. Now I'll be right here with this one shooting them. I'm gonna crouch. Doesn't work. It all depends on your angle. So you don't have to always run into the house when the helicopter's in the sky. Really, you actually never have to do that. Alright, same as before. Honestly, to be real with you guys, I'm pretty low on money actually. I usually could have more money than this. Okay, nice streak. That's really easy. Except for the suicide bombers. You don't want the suicide bombers to take out all of the guys. Just shoot once for 100% accuracy. Then knife. But whenever you get the suicide bombers, you have to make sure like you could kill them or you could skip over them, just to make sure they're not near anybody. And I'm gonna pick up that guy to show you a little trick with the suicide bombers. I'm gonna knife one, pick up their U size, then hold in the U size. I'm gonna knife another one. Suicide bomb. Okay. A little trick I found out about not that long ago. When their ammo drops, or was it only 2 this wave? You get a lot of ammo for some reason when you knife the suicide bomber. Picking up my shotgun though. But that's for anybody who likes to use sass. Nice streak. I mean, kill streak and Rampage. For the suicide bombers, you can really just store a grenade down here, so they don't take out everybody and like not give you any money for it. Because I personally do not like when that happens. I saw somebody. Yes, sometimes you may have to hide to get the kill straight, but it's never no shame in doing that. You gotta do what you gotta do for the money. In this game and in real life. Headshots. Now, you don't have, like I said, you're gonna have a lot of money even if you don't get all the bonuses. So I would prefer just going for the knife, so they can stop me aiming. It works on enemies and jugs. Dogs, it has no effect on them. Always be careful when you're knifing them too. If you get red screen, just go and hide. Even if you have a knife trick, like it's not like it's better to just lose money. Like no, like knife trick and Rampage, it's better to lose the money than to. It's better to lose and then gain, like lose like $1,000 from a $1,000 Rampage. But you're still getting a knife trick. It's better to lose the money, gain the money, than it is to lose $4,000. Because you lose that self-revive, you gotta buy another one that's $4,000. Okay, Jug Wave. Okay, as you guys should know, get on the car like this. But since it's wave 10, it's only one jug. I'm gonna show you my favorite way to kill the early wave jugs. Just wait for him to come down. Now I can't do it the way I want to do it, considering he's gonna melee me, and the jug's melee is way stronger than the normal enemies, so he could kill me in one hit basically. So I'm gonna have to throw a flash at him. If it didn't go that way, I was gonna aim at his head. Now usually I could have did that a lot more smooth if they weren't meleeing me. Like the whole melee thing messed me up right there. I forgot to go get claymores. After wave 9, you buy a claymore. Like you don't have to buy the whole pack, just buy one pack of claymores. That's for knifing the extra knife damage. Considering it's Rampage, like it's just Rampage, I'm gonna go ahead and knife him. Okay, wait for the guys to get closer together so you can get the Rampage. Alright. You know, it's kind of dangerous they have these AK-47s, so I can't really get. It's still for them. We're good. It's still for them. Sometimes you might have to do stuff like this. But it was worth it. Rampage kill streak. As always, when you have a Rampage and a kill streak, that's when you don't go for knife streak. Like same thing for a knife streak and kill streak. If you get knife streak and kill streak, then just go for the kill streak. Alright. Gonna have to be careful right here because they could shoot through the gate. Rampage knife streak. Alright. This is easy. Really, you can go into the house for this. Go into the house, which is also the main campus spot if you didn't know. Then wait for everybody to pile up. Not pile up, but like get closer. Don't take that risk I just took. I only did that because I'm very experienced with that. Red screen. If you get red screen outside, you can just hop onto the car. They can't shoot you. But always get onto the car from the trunk. I'm gonna do it again after this raid to show you how you should be getting onto the car. And on the jug wave, I'm gonna show you what happens when you get on the car the wrong way. Always get onto the car from this way, or the harder but most efficient way, this way. I say it's harder because sometimes it's hard to make the jump. But climb onto this wall, then jump onto this wall. If you like, you could do a strafe jump. Then you, once you're on the wall, you go prone, and then you slide onto the car, or just this way. But never go into the car from this way. Never do that, because that allows the enemies to get like too close to you. And by enemies, I mean jugs. That allows the jugs to get too close to you. Always make sure, like, you always want to check and see if you can crouch. If you think you can shoot the dogs fast enough, then I'd say go for it. Alright. Now, instead of showing you guys the best way to get on the car, I'm gonna show you the worst way to get into the car. Like doing it like this. This is the worst way to get in the car. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna sit here and wait for the judge to come to me. I want to show you what happens. And then, even though it's a little time consuming, to show you what happens when you get on the car the right way. On this wave, I'm gonna do it. So first it's gonna be the wrong way. Then I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna run around. Like I'm gonna run away and then come back. Then show you the right way to go into the car. I'm gonna show you what the jugs do when you get on the car the wrong way. They do that. That may not seem bad, but considering there's soon gonna be 3 of them, they're gonna start pushing each other like that one's doing right there, getting close like that. Now I'm gonna show you the right way to go in the car. That was the wrong way. And this is the right way to get in the car. It may not seem like first, but now watch what they're gonna do. They're not gonna go right there. They just stand right there, there, or go over the wall. But either way, this is the best way. Sometimes, a little warning though, sometimes they can hop onto the trunk. When they do that, you just want to throw a flash like as fast as you can, like as fast as humanly possible. Because once they're on top of the car, like if they can glitch on there, they see you immediately, they're gonna shoot immediately. Alright. And the reason we're not buying our LMGs yet is because we're just gonna use the enemy's guns to get more to save ammo, like get more ammo without having to buy it. And yes, I know this is Airstrikes and Rampage. I'm waiting for the enemies to get close together. Alright. He hit me, so I'm gonna sit here and heal. Because I should have warned you guys, sometimes when they hit you, they can kill you in one hit. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience. It's happened to me a lot. Mostly on this map. It's happened mostly on this map in Terminal. Like even if you're completely at full health, they can hit you once and you'll go down. Well, I believe it's working now because that guy should have learned. That guy should have tried to melee me, but he didn't. So I'm pretty sure it worked. Okay, quad kill, flash kill. Now on these waves, you can just play as fat, like however you want to, because you don't have to exactly be careful. It's an early wave, so you can check, you can knife them, or you can just like rush through the wave. What I mean by check is just go up to them, and they're not hitting you, then the knife glitches work. Which also means you can freeze the Riot Shield Jug, which I'm going to show you on wave 26. If you didn't watch the Bakara video, then you wouldn't know how to do it. You wouldn't know how to do it. Cause I believe I haven't showed it in any other video, but the Bakara video.
All hostile forces in the area have been neutralized. Be aware, tangos reported to have
Nice streak. Now at this point, we're just doing it for the extra money. If you can get it, then get it. Okay, now considering they're not dropping AKs anymore, I'm gonna go ahead and knife them and get the extra ammo. Go ahead and reload this. Run away. Always run away from like the big crowds. Never take the risk. Even if you see me do it, I'm only doing it because I'm experienced with it. But if you're not experienced with it, never go for the big crowds. If you're knifing them, never go for the big crowds. Again, I'm only doing it because I'm experienced with this. That is why you never go for the big crowds. Alright. That is why you never go for the big crowds. Because you'll be out here dying on wave 18 like I am. Alright. And now we're gonna pose why I say losing a little bit of money on Airstrikes Rampage ain't the best. I mean, like, it's better than having to spend $4,000. Because instead of having 80,000, now we have 77,000. Which I like 80,000 better. It looks better on this wave. Okay, we got one of these waves again. We can just rush through this. But once we're going to the house, that's when the careful play is gonna start. What? Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys the second efficient way to get onto the car, which is the wall jump. I'm gonna show you the jugs and like dogs. They'll be right here, which is all what which is always what you're gonna want to do on like on the big jug waves. I'm gonna pause right here to explain it. So what big jug waves? I mean wave 26 and above those jug waves. Because the armor jugs, like right where I'm standing, the armor jugs and riot shield jug and dogs are gonna be right here. You're gonna use C4 for the dogs to kill the dogs easily, without having to like use predator missiles and stuff for that. And then like on the highways, you're gonna have to run around for ammo. When you run around for ammo, you hop on the car from the trunk, like we did on wave 15 when I showed you the better way you get on the car. But at the start of the jug wave, you always get on the car from like this. And watch what they do.
Be advised, heavily armored ground forces are being deployed by the enemy.
Just wait for them. The one that drops over there will already be where you want them to be. But the other two, they're gonna, yeah. Also, you're gonna have Riot team and Sentry guns in the house. So, it's my mistake, but on 26, I'm gonna show you where you start the jug wave from. Like you don't start the jug wave on the car. You start the jug wave at the export computer. But this is what it does. I'm gonna stand there first. Now I'm gonna kill one. Let me show you what happens. Look, we're gonna simulate an ammo run to show you exactly what you do when you run for ammo. You can throw a flash if you want to, but you don't have to. But you run around, and that's exactly how to get ammo. Now if you run ahead of the jugs, you want to wait for them, because you don't want to go over there and they turn around and start spraying you. You wait for them. They're running all the way back to the cars exactly like this. They get onto the car like this. I forgot to mention it, but this is also like a really good level up strategy too. Because for this strategy, you can honestly be like wave 20, not wave 20. You can be like level 21, and you can still do the strategy, but you have to at least be level 21 so you can have Riot team. But after wave 20, you go up here, buy two minigun sentries. Don't buy the grenade sentries. Grenade sentry, as I said in the beginner's guide, the grenade sentry is the worst one for this map. Like, if you know Mr. G Clip, a grenade sentry ended his game with wave 120 something. Like he was right here, and the grenade sentry shot right there and killed him. I don't know about you guys, but I would have been really mad if that happened to me. Like I don't mean like took itself out. I mean ended the game. When you're on the table, make sure you're like in the middle of it. So like that is so they can camp outside less. Yeah, please guys, don't take the risk that I'm taking. And that is just the way I play. Now if you want to be extra careful, consider you don't have the Riot team yet, you can place a couple of claymores. One right here. And one right here. This is just if you want to be extra careful. Because these are the FAD soldiers we're talking about, the most aggressive.
Be advised, large enemy force inbound. Recommend you get dug in. Over.
Alright. Now, you gotta do this part quickly. Grab this sentry gun specifically. Run all the way to this house. Be careful for that claymore. You gotta do this really fast though. Move that sentry in there. You didn't go by a riot team. Wait, what am I doing? Never mind. You could keep this sentry in there. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. This is my fault. Don't do what I just did. That is my fault. That's not gonna look good on the video. But you do that, but you don't do it as soon as I did. We gotta break the sentry guns first. That's my mistake. I'm only doing this to like get through this real quick. Since I made the mistake, I owe you guys to like get through this part a little faster. Alright. Be careful, watch out for that claymore right there. Like at all times, be extra cautious with that claymore. Okay, now this is what you do. You keep these sentries right here, and you break them. You only need, for this chain freeze, you only need 4 sentry guns. Alright, then go buy 2 more sentry guns. Be careful for that claymore too. Also, it's optional, you can get rid of that tire, like you can shoot that tire to move it so like you can see that claymore more clearly.
Sentry gun ready for deployment.
Alright, then next 2 sentry guns go right here. Alright, and then about 2 more sentry guns. One for each house. Like I said, you do put a sentry gun in the house, you just don't do it as soon as I did. Please don't put a sentry gun in the house on wave 23. Now, for some reason, this is the side the sentry guns least like they get destroyed on. But it lasts longer on that side. Most of the time at least. Okay, now come out here. Deploy it. No, don't deploy it, just pull it out. Pull your sentry gun out. And place it in here. And then go outside and buy a riot team. Buy the riot team, but don't call the riot team. I repeat, do not call the riot team. Just buy them, but don't deploy them. Yet, at least. Alright, now, if you know how to manage 30 seconds well, then what you do is, what you can do now is come outside and buy your LMG. If you don't have it unlocked, don't get this. If you don't have it unlocked, the gun you buy first, if you don't have the MG36 unlocked, is the M60. Buy that gun first if you don't have the MG36 unlocked. Then start your wave like at least right here. Then run immediately.
Enemy
And the helis should spawn over there.
Be advised they are carrying explosives. Be advised enemy claymores near your position.
Now, because we placed that sentry gun in there, the heli's gonna stay over there. And that gives us the advantage to move, to be able to move our riot team aside without them moving. Like without the heli killing them before we can get them inside. If you like, you could use your LMG first. I just like to use the assault rifles first. I tried to get it. Alright, now, I really hope you guys know how to do this at this point, but go over here, on the right team, then come in here, stand directly at this chair, and just patiently wait for them to get here. Alright, once they're in here, I was ready to say they don't usually come in here. Here, you push them. You know, you push one on that side, the one on that side keeps his shield, but the other two that go on this side, they don't keep their shield. So you take their shield off. Okay, right like that. Sergeant LeBlanc or LeBlanc. Okay, honestly, you can move the sentry gun to move them in there easier. Oh, by the way, never do this with Delta. I mean, you can do it with Delta if you can get them back there. But if you don't want to rage and throw your controller like I did on my 222 game. Okay, so on my 222 game, it was back when I did this team freeze a lot differently. Like, one of the things I did differently was I did Riot. I did Delta team first, then Riot team after Delta team died. I was trying to get them in here. I managed to get two in here, but one would not go in there. I spent like 20 minutes getting on that one Delta to die. It was irritating beyond imagination. Like, saying it is one thing, experiencing it is a whole different thing. Okay. Now once you get their shields off, you want to throw a flash at them. But block them so they can't move too far out. Because once they lose their shield, they are now Delta. They run just as fast as Delta does. Okay, I'm also gonna show you guys the best way, because this is I forgot to say it at the start, but this is like the 200 plus strategy guide. So I'm gonna show you guys how to use airstrikes. You don't want to use airstrikes at least until basically you don't want to use airstrikes till like 250, like not 200, like 100, like I'll say like above, a little above 150. But you want to wait for that plane to at least be over there before you end the wave. But we can start shooting it now. That plane has to be in that area for airstrikes to work. Alright, ready up. Start the wave. You start the wave right here, so the enemy spawn back there.
Enemy chopper incoming. Attack dogs outfitted with explosives.
Now you can stand back here for the dogs, cause the riot team will take care of the dogs for you. If they get here before the enemies do. That's how you use airstrikes. Now don't waste your money on them, cause you're gonna need money. So never waste your money on it. Only use airstrikes at the 100 plus mark. Because you don't need airstrikes. Like when you have the team freeze set up, like you don't need airstrikes at all. You don't need airstrikes or traps. Okay, now we're into our first jug wave. Yeah, first jug wave. This is the first actual jug wave. Buy ammo if you need to first before. Always do everything. Do everything you need to before you destroy the heli. But I didn't. I got full ammo on my LMG, so I didn't need to do anything. Get rid of claymores first. Place 1 C4 right here for the dogs. Now you start the jug wave like right here, but you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick getting over here though. Get onto the wall. Perfect. Now sometimes, like, as my friend Floor Matt Gaming told me, you don't have to use a single bullet on the FAD soldiers, because any FAD soldier that runs through the house will get killed by the riot team. Like, they will get absolutely annihilated by them. So like, even if you wait for the FAD soldiers to go into the house, like they're gonna go into the house eventually and die by the riot team. You don't have to use a single bullet on them. Only thing you really need the bullets for is the jugs. Watch, so that how that guy's going in, how these guys are going in. They're gonna die by the riot team in Sentry games. Now I didn't say you don't shoot them at all. I said you don't have to use bullets for them. Like, you don't have to kill them yourself. You can let the riot team do it. Now I say at least are not coming anymore, or you get the number, and that's where you can detonate the C4. But by the number I mean like when it says enemies left. It might take some time, but it's worth it, trust me. But I'm 90% sure there's not gonna be no more respawn, so I'm going to let the dogs up. Now, the only reason I'm not standing up to shoot the shoot the jugs, because I want the kill streak, and I'm likely to lose it when if I stand up right now. There we go. Oh, he lost his shield. Dang, cause I was gonna show you guys how to freeze the riot shield jug, but he lost his shield. Okay, so I'm also gonna show you guys how like get extra guns. What I mean by that is pick guns on the ground without them disappearing. So now I'm gonna buy my M60. And this is where you always start the waves on. From now on, this is where you always start the waves at.
FLIR is picking up heat signatures headed your way. Over.
When the heli's in the air, I'm gonna show you guys how to keep guns on the ground. Like that, this PM9 right here can be the perfect spot to put a gun, put an LMG. 2200, my favorite number. Oh, that's not pretty. Okay, before I show you guys, I'm gonna move these guys back because I don't know what they think they're doing. But I'm gonna tell them what they need to be doing. Okay, I'm gonna have to throw a flash. If you're wondering how like I barely got blinded, it's like when you turn around from flashes in survival mode in this game, when you turn around after throwing a flash, like it doesn't blind you. Like right here, I'm gonna show you how like people would normally do it. Now I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna throw it and turn around. That's the best way to do it. I mean, if they move around, it's fine, but like after the wave, that's what move them back because, like how I said, this is the stronger side for Sentry guns. This is also the side for the Riot team. That is why this guy keeps his shield all the time. But when he loses his shield, it's fine. Like don't panic when he loses his shield. Okay, now disclaimer. Do not do this until 200. Do not do this until wave 200. But what you do is you have to pick up all the excess ammo. This causes less guns to be on the ground per wave. So that means because when too many guns are on the ground at once, they start disappearing. So the gun, like the extra gun you put on the ground, will disappear. So pick up all the guns and pick up all the excess ammo. Now once you've done that for each individual gun, you go buy your LMG. And you replace it for a gun that's really close, like the M60 right here. You replace it. I'm gonna replace it with an LMG. I mean no, I'm gonna pick it back up. I'm gonna pick this PM9 up. Pick up the M60. No, wait. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But I'm gonna pick this right here, and then I'm gonna get another gun, and then I'm gonna go buy another LMG. Then I'm gonna replace the LMG for this. But let's make sure we got all the ammo first. I saw another 5.7 somewhere. Yep. All right, now the USAS. Now, once you're 100,000% sure that there's no guns on the ground, because I'm being so serious about this, because you're going to need the extra gun on the ground at wave 200, because you're going to run out of ammo. Even with the team and Airstrikes, you can still run out of ammo. So buy any LMG you want. I'm gonna go with the MK46, as it's the second strongest LMG in the game. Now, we have 3 LMGs without having to do the Sentry freeze. I mean, the Sentry glitch, which will be cheating. Alright. Now once you've done that, and you're gonna have to, once you get to this point, this is why I said don't do it till 200. Because once you get to this point, you're gonna have to clean up the guns every single wave. That is why you don't do this until wave 200 plus. Because once too many guns on the ground, other guns are gonna start disappearing. Which is why like there aren't like the A47s or ACRs over there. Because all the guns from these F50 soldiers made those guns disappear. But once you have everything cleaned up, you can put them back down and pick up your main guns again. Also, you're gonna have to be buying ammo for your extra LMGs. You're gonna have to buy ammo for them. And that's pretty much the strategy. The final strategy guide for this map.
Enemy chopper incoming.
I'm gonna play the wave 30 though, like I always do. I'm gonna play the wave 30. Always hide from grenades. Alright. Now, never forget, you gotta clean up you gotta clean up your guns again. And I mean, you gotta clean up it like when you get full on ammo, you gotta shoot the ground to pick up more ammo. Alright. I didn't see very many suicide bombers that wave. I may have just not been paying attention. Alright, that's all the guns. Alright. That's it. Now you also want to find a certain spot to kill the heli from. This is my personal favorite. Okay, way before Jug Wave. These are also known as the third normal waves, which are also the hardest. Like these are the hardest waves of the whole game. Like once you get to like 200, like 150 to 200, you'll start realizing just how hard these waves are. So you're gonna always want to be careful. This is the waves where you're mostly gonna want to buy your airstrike at the higher wave. Like when you're in the triple digits, this is where you're gonna want to buy your airstrike. Yeah, this is where you're gonna want to buy your airstrike. And let's pretend we're out of ammo in this now. Now we pick up the MK46. Ooh, guys, I didn't even realize. Now that we have these other closer guns, we can get another LNG. Like when the guns are really close to you, that's the best time to replace them for your secondary LNG. Yes, sir, got it. Alright, we're just gonna pretend like we're on like pretend this weighs 290 and I have 1.96 mil. Cause you can get a million on this map. It's happened. It's happened. I've gotten it. My friend Floor My Gaming has gotten it multiple times. In my opinion, he's actually the best player in the world on this map. He has 422 on this map, which is the Xbox world record. That world record has been beaten by our friend Ricard, who has gotten an astonishing wave 478 on this map. With the same strategy we're using right now, except Ricard used traps. He doesn't care much for no traps on this map. But me and Matt like to use no traps. Alright, that should be everything. For the FAD at least. Do you guys say FAD or FAD? I like to say FAD. Alright. But yeah, so we're gonna pretend it's like wave 290. So we're gonna trade that out. Go get the LA6. Excuse my controller, it's actually like really loud. Now it doesn't matter if you trade like these, the FAD, the USAS, and PM9. It doesn't matter if you trade them because the enemies are gonna drop them again anyways. Oh, gotta hurry up, gotta hurry up, gotta hurry up. Okay, so now we have all the LMGs without having to do the multi-gun glitch with the Sentry guns. This is the legit way to do it. But you're only gonna do this when you're on wave 200. Health are like at a ridiculous rate, like a ridiculous amount, and it's gonna take a lot of bullets to kill them. Now, if you can get to 300 with this strategy, then 300 is gonna require all three LNG, all the LNGs with an airstrike. Now we're gonna pretend this is drug wave like 250. Gonna buy a Predator missile now.
Predator missile ready for deployment. Be advised, heavily armored ground forces are being deployed by the enemy. Enemy attack dogs near your position. Be advised, they are carrying explosives.
Really, if you would like, you could spam a couple of Predator missiles, but I wouldn't 100% recommend it because of the dogs. But I'm pretty sure I've explained it. Up to wave 115, if you hit a jug in the head with a Predator missile, they'll die on one hit. But that stops working after 115. Alright, the reason I'm not shooting is I'm watching the red dots, the red squares disappear. Just this is the best way to show how overpowered this strategy is. And how it's the best resistance strategy guide out there. They're gonna take a while to kill them, so we're gonna go ahead and detonate the C4 and then kill the jugs. Once the plane gets in better position. Cause perfect. And that's the strategy guide, guys. There really isn't much to say. Like everything I just did, like there's nothing more I can explain. Everything I just again, do not do this. This is just how I'm ending the video off. It's not gonna take me long to die, trust me. Alright. Guys, that's the entire strategy. Everything I just did. The reason I did it so early is because I'm not gonna make these guys sit through hours and hours and hours of getting to 100 to 200. But pretty much everything I did from the start. The start is its own strategy, guys, separately. But once you get into the house, and once you get after the team freeze, basically, everything's the exact same thing. But on 100, once you have like two Riot guys left on wave 100, that's when you them. And how you replace them is you just kill them. You go to the next wave, or you don't have to do it. See, the reason why we didn't destroy the Sentry gun at the back door by air support, is because you can call in the Riot team and like have the helicopter distracted while the Riot team moves into the house. But when you do that, like, so basically what you'll do, you'll go to the spot, call on the Riot team to run back inside, but you gotta run out the door, like just a little bit out the door, so the helicopter can see you, and you keep ducking his bullets. I'm gonna simulate that real quick to make it easier to explain. So you call in the Riot team, they're moving. Like, let's pretend they're moving. You're standing right here for the helicopter, so it sees you. It will not go to the Riot team at all. It will only focus on you. And then you get them in here. You're gonna have to slowly push them in here, because once they're in here, when the helicopter's in here, they're gonna stop moving. So you're gonna have to like keep throwing flash grenades and keep moving them by yourself. But that is the entire strategy, guys. If you need help with anything at all, just leave a comment. Let me know, because I will help you. I will help you in any way I possibly can. But anyways, that's going to be ending the video, guys. Peace out.